Alright, today guys we're going to be comparing a $5 Rubik's Cube versus a $50 Rubik's Cube. Let's get into it. Alright, so we're comparing a $5 Rubik's Cube versus a $50 Rubik's Cube. This $5 one is the Mofang. No, it might not be Mofang. I might be screwing this up. It's the MF3RS. It's $5 and it's commercialized as the best budget cube or the best cube for intermediate slash beginner people. I bought this as my first real Speedcube. I bought a couple before, but this is the one that actually really worked at the start. And this one right here is a GAN 356 Air SM that is $50. I know it's crazy to spend $50 on a cube, but it's beautiful. So let's get into it. Alright, starting off, our first category is quality of the actual cube. Comparing these two cubes together. And honestly, this one is built decently. I mean, this one has a little bit more weight to it, obviously, but they're both decently built. And I think this one's actually really nice for a beginner. And this one obviously is going to be built like amazing quality. It's durable, right? It's got all of it. It's probably breaking my mic just by dropping that. But yeah, they're both really nice. Next, we're going to move on to stickers. I know these categories are all over the place and they don't really make sense, but we're going to move on to stickers next. So on the stickers on the MF3RS are definitely a lot more darker and duller, while the GAN is definitely more bright on these sides. We can look at the white, the green, the yellow, the blue. I don't know if you can see that. I can definitely see it with my eyes, but the sticker quality too, I think on both of them they're really nice. Obviously this one has a lot of chips, but that's because I solved this one way more, and that's just going to naturally happen. But obviously also with the shades, you can obviously buy your own shades and custom shades, but I'm talking about what comes with the cube. Let's talk next about actual turning quality. With this one, it has very nice turning quality. Like, I would rate it pretty good. The only problem is I'm not used to this cube, so obviously it's going to lock up a bit on me. The turning quality is very nice, but it's a little sandy. I don't know if you can hear that. So this one's a little more crusty, and this one's really smooth. I have, in this one also, you can change the nuts on it, so it changes the tensioning. And on this one, I don't know if you can see that, I have blue nuts in it, but that's pretty elastic, so like it like that, it stretches a lot, and it makes it pretty loose, as in with this one. If I can get the cap off that, there we go. You tension it by using just a Phillips head, and you tension them all around to what you'd like, as compared to this one where you just put the nuts in. The actual feel on them, though, is different. This is the MF3RS sounding. And this is the GAN. So, obviously, this one sounds a little more sandy and, like, crusty almost, if that makes sense. But I guess I'll just move on now and do the last category of speed solving. So I guess I'm just gonna set up the camera and do a solve on each of them. So here we go. Alright, so here we are doing the first scramble, and we're gonna do the MF3RS first. So here we go. We're gonna have the blue facing us and the white, and we are actually just gonna do the same scramble on each cube. So let me just get this out of its thing. So white in front, blue on top. We're going to do the same scramble. And here, if we look at the front face, they are both the same scrambles, with the MF3RS here and the GAN here. So because they are the same scramble, I'm not going to let the GAN go second. I'm going to do the GAN first, because it is the better of the two. So obviously, because if I did this one, if I did this one first, then I would know the solve, and it's a better cube. So I'd have way more of an advantage. So I'm going to do the GAN first and see what happens. All right, the GAN first. I'm going to inspect it really quick. Alright, I think we're good. And go. So again, I'm not the fastest Rubik's Cube solver. I'm decently average. So don't expect like any world records out of me. See, look at that. I have a hard time finding some F2L pairs sometimes. It just does not work out. So obviously this test isn't the fairest of them all. But I'm doing my best. I mean, I could do different solves, but then again, if I get a hard solve on one and an easy solve on the other, then it wouldn't really be fair. So I got 31.31 on that one. So that was the GAN, and let's move on to the MF3RS. Alright, the MF3RS, I'm not going to need much of a inspection, so here we go. Ooh, I can definitely notice that the turning quality on this is a lot worse than what it was, or what the GAN was. I can definitely notice a huge difference. That's just because I've been solving on the GAN for so long, and because it's the top of the line cube, it obviously has better turning than this $5 cube. So I finished with a 34.27 with the same solve. So it shows this one isn't that as obviously as good, but again, because I have this one, I don't want to be like sitting there boasting saying this one's obviously better, blah blah blah. Obviously I'm gonna have a little more biased, but as compared to if somebody never solved cubes. But that was my comparison between the $5 cube and the $50 cube. Hope you guys enjoyed.